if people play and they feel like it doesn't feel good, then that's what counts. Doesn't matter whether it takes them 5 minutes. But if they feel it wasn't a good experience, then it's all that really matters. Because people play and judge games based on feel. But this guy here, that guy there is a white mob, and he took ages to kill. That doesn't feel right. And then he drops nothing. You know, I'm looking, you got this yellow mob here, right? He's an elite mob. Right? He takes a bit of fighting. He's probably got some good abilities. What does he drop? Nothing good. And that's the thing. I don't... Like, I'm in a level 21 zone. Most of the stuff I'm getting, you know, is not that great, by and large. Most of it.
It's a fool.
I feel like on a lot of the time I'm getting lower level loot than the areas I'm in. Whereas normally you would expect to get loot appropriate for the zone that you're in. Wasn't D2 viewed as difficult in its early days? Yeah, I think it was. I'm not a D2. I've never played D2, so I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't consider myself an ARPG player.
Stay in sight.
In reality, this was the first ARPG I played until I played Last Epoch, so yeah. Right, so that gem increased the magnitude of damaging ailments you inflict with critical hits. Not sure I like that right now, actually. I'm going to stash that. I got that. That's res gear. Collecting sets. Some players are probably still trying to get them. Maybe so. Maybe so. But, you know, games have moved on as well. I mean, you know, people, I think, look for different things in games, and I'm not sure there's the same level of patience as well that there used to be. Part of that is there's a lot more choice of games, so people have a lot more places to go. And that makes quite a difference. You know, and so far we've made pretty decent progress so far in the campaign, but we're certainly not taking it fast, right? We are taking very slow, and some people want to zoom it. But the speed I'm doing the campaign, right? 7.5 hours yesterday, so call it 7 with breaks. You know, 3 hours today. 3 hours 20, but if you add the breaks, you go. So we're 10 hours in, and we're not through Act 2. And there's 6 acts. In Last Epoch, I would be close to finishing the campaign right now. And I'm not saying Last Epoch's better. It's just a, you know, example of something that's different. You know, there are things I like about Last Epoch, and there are things I like about PoE 2. I think Last Epoch's crafting is amazing. And I think its quality of life in terms of the size of the inventory and the sorting function is amazing. But I do like the build variety, the mobs and everything else. I think the thing then is you've got great build variety, but how many builds are actually solid? And at the moment it feels like, you know, there's not that many that are on a reasonable level. I mean, but, you know, and I'm only saying what I've heard because I haven't played any other class yet, so I couldn't tell you.
Horrid insect!
I mean, there's no doubt that Jum Ra is going to, the boss at the end of Act 2, is going to be a big test for me. But we're progressing. We've still got a way to go to get to Jam and Ra. We've got to do our Ascendancy yet as well. We haven't done that yet.
Not today!
Ooh, a ruby, a skill gem. Any more mobs? Can we add a few more mobs? There's not enough mobs in this room. Mother trucker. Did anyone see an enemy mob around here? Holy crap. Okay. where are we going to go now? I kind of don't want to do any more of that for the minute. I think I'm going to go down to the crossbow. Start getting some of the crossbow stuff here. So let's go with some strength.
Killing time. Gotta stay quick on my feet.
Oh, okay.
Quickly.
Hello?
An alloy crossbow. I might check that out. Hang on, see, it's still not as good as what we got because we're up to 71. That's 65. It's not bad, but we'll have a look. Right, let's get rid of that. Doesn't have the res on it, but let's take that. Increased chance to ignite, increased global physical damage. Could be alright for now. Right, glacial bulk, galvanic shards. No, okay, I'm gonna save that for now.
Stay inside.
Skill gems. Right, a ring. What's this one? That's cold res. A belt. Go here for now. Crit. No. Damn you. Okay. And the ignite's not going to benefit me right now, so let's just keep that gem. Really what I'm looking for. Oh my word.
Another notch on me helmet.
See, that was like a pretty long, tough fight for just a random mob in a dungeon. We got garbage. Garbage. Alright, let's not go through there yet. We've got a bit of the map to look at. See what we're getting here. Absolutely nothing. Lovely. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Checkpoint. Buried shrines.
Look at all this religion. Didn't help them. In the end.
Look at all this religion. Didn't help them in the end. Not wrong. Ooh, a level 8 spirit gem.
No room.
And out we go. Just before we get flamed.
Hello.
Right.
Stay inside.
I'm not going to use that spirit gem yet until we go down the ballista path. Fire damage, no.
Here for a story? I will tell your tale.
I hear you. No need to rush.
No. 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 Garbage. Okay. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Got 47 fire resist, 51 lightning, and 32 cold right now. Could be worse. Could be worse.
You're dead! Not a notch on me helmet.
I do love the voice lines for this, guys. Funny as hell. Okay, tomb. Cabecita Loca. Hi, can you see my tree? Sure. Passive skill tree. So, we started off coming down on the projectile damage. We picked up a couple of attack speed to help with reload. That was early in the game. Those nodes could potentially go on later. We also picked up some armor and evasion. Again, that was for the early game. But the main thing was coming down all the way down here, picking up the 70% crossbow reload as soon as we could. We've then come down here to pick up the increased chance to shock and electrocute, freeze build up for later on because we're going ballista, glacial bolt, and then also penetration, elemental resistance. And now we're coming down here to go towards the crossbow, and we haven't got our ascendancy yet, but we're going tactician. Hopefully that helps. Sure, no worries. We're still fairly early in the game. Checkpoint door.
Winter deepens,
Okay.
bringing a biting chill. I long for the snow, for the wonder I felt as a child, to brace my eyes once more. But the last winter...
Yeah, the plan is to use electricity now to shock and everything, but we are going to switch. As soon as I can get artillery ballista, we'll be switching to artillery ballista and glacial bolt.
Unheard by the living.
Tebar G, hello, how you doing? No, it's my build. I'm not following anybody else's build.
I will not let my...
Not following anybody else's build. This is my build.
Not today.
But for me, I'm looking at what I get in Tactician, right? Benefits to minions, supporting fire skill, a good bunch of survivability with armor and evasion, and then pinning. So for me, I'm like, ooh, artillery ballista, glacial bolt. If I can pin or freeze enemies in place, it will, particularly bosses which are mobile and single target, it will improve the capability of artillery ballista, which right now looks pretty strong. So that's what's in my mind at the moment. With a clear focus on a bit of survivability, because outside of just resists, because clearly fights are taking longer. Okay, so we've got another one here. I mean, high velocity shot and galvanic shards were pretty stable in the last patch as well. To be honest, can't really go wrong with those. And Cabecita Loca with the follow. Thank you very much for follow. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoy. Ah, we got a strong box. Okay, let's make sure that's clear. Let's go do the strong box. Chest.
No room.
Crossbow. Damn. Yeah, no worries. Your English is better than my than me trying to speak whatever your primary language is. Believe me. So don't worry about it. No need to ever say sorry for speaking to somebody in their language when it's not your native language, my friend.
Hello.
Okay, get rid. Get rid. Can it improve something yet? No.
Stay inside.
Stash. You're Spanish? Ah, okay. Well, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, here we go. Clear that. Oh, now we've got somebody else here. I always like to clear packs before going off to do something like Strongbot.
This'll get him!
Man, this is not a lot of space to deal with these mobs. Jesus.
All in a day's work.
We got garbage from him. What do we get from here? Garbage. Good. Good talk. Excellent. Always love a bit of garbage. You can see my weapon? Sure. I'm currently using a Viper Core Dyad crossbow. It's a level 20 weapon. So I get the load additional bolt along with double barrel, which gives me triple shots of high velocity rounds. I've got 91% increased physical damage, which is really good. Accuracy, which is, yeah, it's okay. The increased attack speed, which is great. But the +1 to all level, all projectile skills, and then gain 6 life per enemy kill. Yeah, 91%. Not bad, huh? And that, I got that. I didn't get that traded. That's just what I got. So... We've got a little bit of damage there. Oh, Halani Shrine. I don't want to do that yet, I have to say. Let's come back to that. You've got 177 damage? Nice. Yeah, we're still pretty early on, level 20 weapon. But we're just taking it slow. I'm not into the whole speed running thing. I'm just more into the take it slow and enjoy. And I have a habit in that I like to clear the maps